Sorry.
Okay.
Uh, so, hello everyone. My name is Aisan Nazmi bin Ahmad Shahrul Nizam. I'm from Diploma Syariah, and my matric number is 058817. Right. So today I want to talk about one hadith. This hadith is from book of Imam Nawawi. Imam Nawawi is the one of the famous Islamic scholars. His book name 40 Hadith of Imam Nawawi. The hadith is hadith 7, which is hadith naseeha. Naseeha means good advice in English. So let's get started. This hadith reads, on the authority of Abu Ruqayyah Tamim ibn Aus ad-Dari, we rely on the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, religion is naseeha, which means a good advice. So the people ask, to whom? People ask the Prophet, to whom? So Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, replied, to Allah. First, to Allah, to his book, then to his messenger, and to the leader of the Muslim and the common folk of the Muslim. This hadith is the one of the hadith of Jawami'ul Kalim. Jawami'ul Kalim means a simple hadith or a simple word of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But this hadith has so many implicit words. So, what is the meaning of the hadith? What is the implicit meaning of the hadith? People after me will elaborate the hadith naseeha. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Firdaus Zamri. My student's number 058366. So I want to continue about brief commentary Hadith religion of naseeha. So the first one, naseeha to his book involves 1. Believing in the entire Quran and acting upon it. Number 2. Having great love and glorification for it. Number 3. Striving hard to understand it, contemplate over its meanings, and adorn ourselves with the manners it teaches us. Number 4. Be poor when holding it. And the last one, ensure we read our daily portion of the Quran. Okay guys, we go to the next point. Naseeha to his messenger, which our prophet. Number 1. Believing in him and putting his statement above any human. Number 2. Having a eagerness to know more about him and study his seerah like we study the Quran. And this is what the previous generation used to do. Number 3. Follow his sunnah. Number 4. Trying to learn more about his manners and emulating them. And the last one, loving what he loves and hating what he hates. So we go to the next point. Naseeha to the leaders of the Muslim involves number 1, wanting good for them and for Allah to guide them to the truth. Number 2, making dua for them and wanting the ummah to be united under them. And number 3, advising them personally and not publicity. And remembering how statement of the scholars, however you are is however your roles will be. And number 4, showing love and respect for the scholars and not searching for their mistake and having trust in them. So the last point, naseeha to the common folk of the Muslim involves loving. Number 1, loving for them what we love for ourselves and hating for them what we hate for ourselves. Number 2, respecting their elders and showing mercy to their youngsters. Number 3, being happy when they are happy and sad when they are sad. Number 4, carrying no envy for them in our hearts and wishing good for them.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wanun Nakibah binti Muhammad Khairi. My matric number 058562. I will present about brief commentary. Scholars say this hadith is comprehensive and encompasses the whole religion, just like the hadith of Jibril, hadith 2. Some scholars say that if we lost all the rulings of Islam, this hadith will suffice us for a quarter of them due to the many rulings that can be derived from it. Ibn al-Athir said, naseeha is a word which is used to describe a sentence, and that sentence is wanting good for the thing you are giving naseeha to. So it is impossible to explain naseeha in one word. The linguistic meaning of naseeha is to purify and to gather that which is dispersed. We can summarize naseeha to mean wanting good for someone with a sincere heart which is free from any defects or the deficiencies, and wanting all good for that particular person. Naseeha is one of the great and noble qualities of the prophets, peace be upon them. The companions asked to whom, which shows their eagerness to implement the knowledge they learn. Naseeha to Allah involves: number 1, purifying our hearts for Allah, which is done by fulfilling His rights to the best way possible and with ihsan. Number 2, striving hard in worship and doing more sunnah actions. Number 3, cleaning our minds and thoughts from deviant ideologies. Number 4, being sincere in our worship, we love for His sake and hate for His sake. And the last one, glorifying Allah and His laws and recognizing His blessings over us.
Oh, what a nice day. I feel so awesome. Oh, what is this? Islam, Deen and Naseeha. So, let me tell you about the benefits of this topic. Come, follow me. I will show you. Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Sabrina Syuhada binti Ismail. My matric number 058792. I would like to talk about the benefits and action about naseeha. When someone gives you advice such as for your fault, or if you gossip about someone, they give you advice and then you should take it well and learn from it. We must never look down or belittle a ruling that has decided by Allah, because Allah sent someone to advise us, because Allah wants us to correct you. Also, we must improve our attitudes towards our scholar, such as family, friends, animals, and your surrounding, our surrounding. Prophet Muhammad SAW closest friends, Abu Bakar, did not supersede everyone by his action, but because of Allah, His naseeha and His creation. Implement of all naseeha of Allah Prophet Muhammad SAW, leaders of the Muslim and common folks of Muslim involved. In Surah Al-As, A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal 'asr, innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa 'amilus solihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. The last ayat remind us that except who believe and done it and advise other to the truth and advise to each other to patient. That is all for me. Thank you. Bye.
Islam di naseeha. Let's talk about it. Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izlan bin Muhammad Saleh. My number matric is 058341. Today, I want to share with all of you about benefit and action to take from the hadith. First, we need to be eager to seek more knowledge and implement what we learn, just as the Sahabah were. Secondly, giving or having naseeha is an integral part of Islam. Thirdly, study more about Allah. Next, never look down upon a belittle a ruling that has been decided by Allah. After that, never abandon the Quran. In the tafsir of Al-Quran, verse 30, Ibn Kathir said, abandoning the Quran can be by not listening to it, not reading it, not acting upon it, not believing in all of its ruling, not contemplating upon its meaning, leaving it for someone else. That's all from me. Thank you.